Hi everyone. Today we are talking about books that are very powerful to read, like emotional books, very impactful books, influential books that are, I believe, fictional novels. Some of these books discuss topics of mental health as well as other things as well, like possibly politics or controversial topics. So if that is like triggering to you, then maybe don't read these books. But if you're okay with reading them, then let's get into it. So, first on my list of books I want to read this summer that are of this topic, The List. This book navigates high school bullying because a list is made and it basically bullies each girl on the list and discusses like why they're terrible, Like for example, some girls get called ugly, others get called other names as well. The book is focused on a group of girls who were put on the list and now they are struggling with issues of identity, self esteem, judgment. They'll just never feel the same now because of what the list has done to them. Next up is The Disappearing Girl. This book is about a girl who develops an eating disorder because of her abusive mother. Now, on TikTok, there is a lot of misinformation being spread about eating disorders. I see that a lot of people on there get bullied for having an eating disorder. Like, if you're skinny and are suffering with an ED, you will get, like, attacked for it on there. I've seen people get threats on there for being a sufferer of, like, anorexia or bulimia. It's very, very sad. Like, a lot of people just feel like if you have an ED, you're a terrible person and you are obsessed with yourself or whatever. But in reality, eating disorder is developed because of trauma. Like, they don't just come out of nowhere. Like, most people develop their eating disorder because of being an abuse victim, a sexual assault victim. It's very much a coping mechanism. I would know because I have an eating disorder. So I feel like reading books on the topic and seeing people's first person experience is very important because it shows you like why the character developed the disorder. Next up is the book Revenge of the Sluts. So this book is a book I would recommend if you are into like feminist novels because basically these girls are at school and inappropriate photos of them get leaked by a guy who is trying to ruin their lives, I guess. And a lot of people blame the girls and not the guy who leaked them. It's really, really sad because this happens in real life. A lot of people, they post a photo, a lot of people, they wear a certain outfit and get assaulted, and then they get blamed because no one wants to tell men to keep their hands to themselves. And when it comes to photos, you should be able to share photos with someone that you are dating. You should be able to trust them. So it's terrible when you share a photo with someone you love and they use it against you because then you'll get blamed for it, even though they should be blaming the guy because why is he trying to weaponize photos of you? You know what I mean? The Hate List. This book is really, really, I think, controversial. I haven't read it yet, obviously, because it's on my books to read this summer. But basically, a girl named Valerie makes a list of people she hates with her friend Nick. Nick then uses this list they made, most likely as a joke, to then get rid of those people. Just decides to go into school one day and cause a tragedy with this list. And it's very, very, very sad. But yeah, I'm sure that's a really tough book to get through, but I still want to try to read it, so. Next up is Echo. This is another eating disorder book. I have a lot of those. You're going to notice that. Such as Deep Blue. Her father wants her to be a top diver. She can't take the pressure from her dad, and it develops into a disorder because it's the only thing she can control. I also have the book Good Enough, another ED story. The Girls at 17 Swan Street is the last eating disorder story I have on this list. I like to read ED stories because I have one, and it's just nice to read books that you could relate to. But anyway, I got this book called Speak, and this book, I believe, deals with assault and using your voice to speak up. I have been avoiding reading this book. I've had it for a while, and I want to read it this summer, but because I have trauma, I don't want to read this and then trigger a panic attack or something. So I don't know when I'll read it, but yeah. Also, the book Scars. This book is about a girl who self harms because of trauma in her past. So that's really, really sad. I've also been avoiding this book because of that topic. But lastly, I have the book The Hate You Give. I got this because I just finished watching the movie, and I thought the movie was really, really well made. And I just thought I would like to read it in book form, because I think this book got banned in some places, and I was like, what? Why? Whenever someone tries to speak up, they get like in trouble for it. So, but that is all for today. I will see you guys next week. Bye.